Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Yende. Imagine a reset button hidden somewhere inside your body, a biological switch that can slow your heart, reduce anxiety, improve digestion, speed recovery, lower physiological stress, and help your brain move from survival mode into repair mode. That switch may already exist, and it's called the vagus nerve. Today, we're exploring a fast-growing frontier at the intersection of neuroscience, wearables, and longevity medicine. Can modern wearables stimulate the vagus nerve and meaningfully improve recovery, or are they just polished gadgets wrapped in scientific marketing? Let's find out. The vagus nerve is often called the wandering nerve, and for good reason. It starts in the brainstem and winds throughout the body, linking the brain with the heart, lungs, gut, immune system, and more. Think of it as a biological internet connecting brain and body, constantly exchanging information in both directions. Why this matters? The vagus nerve is a major driver of the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch responsible for rest, digestion, repair, sleep, immune regulation, and long-term resilience. Its counterpart, the sympathetic nervous system, runs fight or flight. Modern life, emails, deadlines, traffic, endless notifications, keeps many of us stuck in low-grade sympathetic activation, even when there's no real threat. That's where vagal tone comes in. Vagal tone is a practical way to think about how effectively the vagus nerve regulates physiological state. Higher vagal tone is linked to better stress resilience, lower resting heart rate, stronger emotional regulation, deeper sleep, higher heart rate variability, HRV, and faster recovery. In short, vagal tone is a marker of biological adaptability. For decades, vagus nerve stimulation required surgery and implanted devices. Today, we can access portions of the nerve non-invasively, particularly around the outer ear, using a technique called transcutaneous auricular vagus nerve stimulation, or TAVNS. In simple terms, gentle electrical pulses applied to ear regions that connect with vagal pathways. It sounds almost too good to be true. Attach a wearable, apply mild stimulation, and activate recovery pathways in your brain. Skepticism is healthy. Extraordinary claims need rigorous evidence. So what does the research show? The findings are promising but measured. Studies indicate vagus nerve stimulation can influence heart rate variability, inflammatory signaling, autonomic balance, mood, stress responses, and some aspects of cognition. Researchers have recorded measurable shifts in autonomic activity after stimulation sessions. But the effects are usually subtle, not instant miracles, not a replacement for good habits. Biology rarely works that way. A key metric here is heart rate variability, the tiny variations between heartbeats. A highly regular heartbeat is not the goal. Flexibility is. Higher HRV reflects a nervous system that can adapt. Several studies show TAVNS can improve HRV in some people, which is why wearable companies are investing in this space. And what about cortisol and stress hormones? Marketing often implies dramatic reductions. The reality is nuanced. Some studies show meaningful effects on stress regulation, others modest or mixed results. The strongest takeaway: vagus nerve stimulation may help regulate the stress response, but it's not a substitute for sleep, exercise, nutrition, or mental health work. The nervous system can be trained, not permanently hacked. That leads to an important behavioral truth. Resilience doesn't come from avoiding stress. It comes from recovering from stress. Recovery requires adaptation. The vagus nerve may accelerate that process, but it can't replace the foundations of health. Now look ahead. Imagine pairing wearable stimulation with continuous biometric monitoring, HRV, respiration, sleep quality, temperature, recovery scores, and adding AI that learns your patterns. Personalized neuromodulation delivered precisely when your physiology needs support, not on a schedule. That combination could be a major advance in preventive medicine. And the biggest lesson from vagus nerve research: your nervous system is not fixed. Once thought automatic and immutable, we now know it's trainable. Breathwork, meditation, sleep optimization, exercise, cold exposure, social connection, and possibly wearable neuromodulation all influence autonomic regulation. That adaptability is hopeful. The goal isn't to eliminate stress. The goal is to get better at returning to balance. Longevity is less about avoiding challenges and more about recovering from them efficiently. The vagus nerve is one of the most powerful bridges we have between mind and body, survival and recovery. So when your wearable flags elevated stress, a low recovery score, or declining HRV, remember, your nervous system is listening. What signals are you sending it? I'm Dr. Yende. This is OXYZEN Health Intelligence. If a wearable could reliably improve your recovery, HRV, and stress resilience through vagus nerve stimulation, would you use it? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.